Hi, it's Carola, and in today's video I'm going to show you the top 10 filming locations of the films La Boum #1 and La Boum #2. I have done a video in German about this one, and I'm planning on a German video on the second film, but for now it's the top 10 in English. It's a coming-of-age story in French, and it was filmed in 1980 and then in 1982. This has such a cult status in Germany, so I was born in 1981, so in between the two films, and yet when I was 13 I had watched the film several times, and we even watched it one time in class before summer vacation. Vic lives in 21 Rue Valette, and that address is set in the first film, and if you go to that street it's also where all of the scenes play that are supposed to play in front of her house. The school that Vic goes to is in Rue Clovis, and that is just a few steps away from where the home is, except I think the film wants to make it look like she lives further away, because very often she's leaving school and she's no way going into the direction of Rue Valette. We don't actually get to see where Penelope lives, but there's one scene where the father drops off Samantha and we see the Pantheon in the background, and then they just turn into a little street and I couldn't find that street. And then there's another scene where Penelope and Samantha are in Girl Scout uniforms, and then they see the father of Vic going into a taxi and not having a broken leg, and that means that they must live very close to the Pantheon as well, because they accidentally walked into Rue Valette. They didn't plan that. The cinema La Pagode is used in the first movie when they smuggle in Samantha so the whole gang can see the film, and in the second movie you can see the outside when Vic and Penelope are waiting and catching up after the summer. La Main Jaune is called Jimmy's Rockhouse in the German version, and I don't know if there's another name in the English version, but La Main Jaune was a famous roller disco in the 80s. And this is where Phillippe is supposed to live. In the film the white shop is the printer shop Berthier, and then the house number 6, there's the private entry in order to go to the staircase and up the stairs. Gare plays a huge role. There's one scene in the beginning of the second film where she arrives in Paris after having been abroad over the summer, and then there's a second scene towards the end when Vic rushes after Phillippe. While in the first movie every time a street name or an area is mentioned, the scene is actually filmed there, in the second movie they get away from that a bit. So the famous scene where Vic and Samantha are dressed up as prostitutes is actually filmed in the 9th arrondissement in Rue Milton. The Cocteau Books concert is in Rogny-sous-Bois, and the location is now a cinema. And there is a scene filmed in front of the location on the parking lot and then towards the bus stop. There is a scene where the bus driver tells Vic and Phillippe that they took the wrong bus and they should have taken the direction to Chateau de Vincennes. But actually the stop Val de Fontenay is on the way to Chateau de Vincennes on the bus 118. This is what the station Val de Fontenay looks like, and I couldn't find any island with a phone booth on it. So I assume that by now it is the entrance of the RER that is placed onto that island. In one scene we can see Vic walking along a hospital because she's about to visit Phillippe, who is injured after a boxing match. Samantha's ballet casting is filmed at the Odeon Theatre, and you can see the place in front of the theatre where the car arrives in a rush. Vic then finds the key to Philippe's apartment and rushes on the side of the Odeon until she catches up with him at the train station. I hope you like the video, and please let me know in the comments below which one was the most surprising or the most interesting location. See you next time. Bye!